Alrighty, friendos, welcome in. So in today's video, we are doing another episode of You Decide. If you aren't familiar with how these games work, we are playing on 0 sanity, 0 evidence. I'm going to go inside the house, do all the tests necessary to figure out the ghost, but I'm not going to tell you what the ghost is. You get to figure out what the ghost is. Actually, before we hop in there, I'm going to remember this time to put on my smudge timer so that you guys know when the ghost hunts after I've smudged it. So give me 1 second to do that. Okay, smudge timer is golden. So yeah, we're gonna load in. I'm gonna do a test. You guys figure out the ghost, and then after we load out of the game, we see what ghost is. I'll explain why it was that ghost. Without further ado, let's go inside. I'm gonna do what I always do. Just kidding. I'm gonna run. Okay, since we can't really hear the ghost, I'm gonna say that I was gonna try to go to the break room, but the ghost hunted too fast. I'll try to be quiet so you guys can hear footsteps. Okay. Oh, hi, don't break this light. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't think this is your ghost room. Broke the light, okay. And I was thinking after this game, we might do a game of Insanity, just to spice it up. The new difficulty just came out. It's pretty close to 0 sanity, 0 evidence. I mean, we have 75% sanity and 1 evidence, so basically the same thing, right? But I thought it'd be a little fun. Maybe we'll do 1 game of Insanity after this one. So the title might be a little bit clickbait, but that's why I wanted to give you guys at least 1 game. Ghost is hunting. Excuse me, hold on. Bro, I can't even get set up. This thing just keeps hunting. Holy cow. I don't remember what I was saying. Something about the title might be clickbait, but I wanted to give you at least 1 game of 0 sanity, 0 evidence. But on Insanity, you'll still have to have some, like, ghost knowledge to figure out what the ghost is. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wait, and I'm gonna loop it 1 time so you all can get a visual of the ghost. Get a smudge timer going, and yeah, I think it's in the kitchen. I think that's where it's doing stuff. Now we wait. Okay, so I actually think I already know what the ghost is. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you. But it did give off its ability there for a second. But we're going to do a bunch of tests just to be sure. It does look like also that it's spawning in the kitchen. So let's get some stuff set up there. This. Try to stay inside so that if it does hunt, like, after 60 seconds or after 90 seconds, we'll know. Of course, being the lazy Phasmo player that I am, I didn't properly bring all my equipment inside before I entered, so that probably would have saved us some time. But you know what? I'm lazy, let's be honest. Okay. We'll wait a second to see if the ghost hunts us. Actually, we have crucifixes. Okay, crucifixes have not gotten used. I'm gonna run out and try to get another smudge stick at least. I don't know if I'll get back inside before 90 seconds. But we'll grab another smudge stick. Okay. Okay, perfect. We got back inside before 90 seconds. Okay. See, it did blow. I think it blew out both these candles. I'm just gonna put some salt right here. Oh, okay. Just stepped in the salt. Alright. Oh, okay. Just use that crucifix and the candle is lit. Oh, okay. Broke another lights. Okay, I'm gonna do or try to get in position to. I should stop that timer. That timer I should have stopped that right as the crucifix got used. I'm gonna try to get in position to better show you this ghost's ability. Okay, there's an airball that is not going for us at all. See you later, airball. I'm actually gonna get rid of these crucifixes. Okay, it fully chomped on this crucifix, so hopefully it'll hunt us soon. Just FYI, this ghost is taking a while to hunt, but I do think it's just going through the crucifixes, is my guess. This ghost has done nothing but just flicker the lights. Like, I don't hear it throw anything. It's not touching any doors. It just keeps flickering all the lights. I'm also gonna turn off this timer since that's been up there for a while. Also, while we're waiting, I'll go ahead and pop up this in case you guys want to look over any ghosts, in case you have an idea of what it could be. Sometimes this helps, like, trigger the brain to be like, oh wait, I saw this. Oh, just kidding. Okay, it's something. Okay. I think I started that smudge timer just a little bit late. I'm not entirely sure if I showed off that ghost ability, but we're gonna do a couple more tests. Yeah, went through every single crucifix. I'm gonna do a couple more tests just in case you guys aren't sure what ghost it could be. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna sit there with a paramic. I'm not sure if we need that. Actually, do I have it as an objective? I don't. I have to get a picture of it though. We'll grab this, a camera, so I can make a little bit of extra moolah. And we'll go back in there with a video camera. And we're gonna look for orbs, because even though we're playing on 0 evidence, one ghost type does still have orbs. Like, they will still get orbs on this difficulty. Okay, assuming that this is still its ghost room, I don't think I am seeing any orbs. I'll go and throw this down right here, in case we want to check in the van. And then I'm gonna take a couple pictures for the moolah. Easy. Easy 5 pictures. I'm gonna grab my lighter. We're gonna do one more test. Let's see, my lighter should be right here. Put my hands full of smudge sticks. Okay, there we go. Go over here. I think I should be able to do this next test in the garage. And then I want to do one more, my last smudge. I want to try to showcase this ghost ability one more time in like a more obvious spot. Okay, so it's hunting. Ghosty! Come here! Ghosty! Ghosty, come here! Okay. That. Think the hunt's over? Yes, hunt is over. Okay. So yeah, that is what we got so far. Some of you may already know what the ghost is, and some of you may not. That's okay too. Like I said, I want to try to get into position to like best showcase what this ghost is capable of. I actually have an idea. This isn't a great map for it. Especially well with the hiding spots that I have and don't have. Oh, you turn the okay, the ghost turned this light on, by the way. I did not do that. Okay, I have an idea. Perfect, we have this hiding spot. Okay. So we're gonna hide here, and then when the ghost goes away, I'm gonna try to bring the ghost back. Oh, is that another airball? That's not great. Hopefully it doesn't hunt on me right now. Please don't. Okay, it's not. It is. I have to smudge. I don't have to. I don't have to smudge. Okay. Oh, it saw me. Okay, I gotta smudge. I'm sorry. Scuffed test. Scuffed test is scuffed. Oh, I thought it hunted on me. I might still be able to do this last test without. Am I dead? I just whiffed that so hard, guys. I'm sorry. I might be able to do this without another smudge stick. Let me think. We can try to do it right here. I think I can, like... That's right, you broke that light. Yeah, I can run into those lockers. I might be able to do it here. I'll try to do it without my flashlight, too. I'll go ahead and pop this up again while we're sitting here waiting for the ghost to hunt, in case you want to mentally check off any ghosts or go through what ghost it could be. Okay, I think it's something. I think it changed its favorite room to the back room. Like the master bedroom. Okay. That was very brief, but it did just show us its ability. Okay, I think the hunt is over. Alright. So we have done all of the tests necessary to figure out this ghost. I know a couple of them are a little scuffed. This one might be a little bit tough because this house is kind of difficult to do the tests I needed to do. Especially without a sponge stick because I kind of had to bail earlier than I wanted to. But if it was a tough one, you can't figure it out, I'll explain and I'll re-show you the footage that shows you what ghost this is. But I'll go and pop this up, take a peek again, and then we'll load out and I'll tell you what ghost it is. Alright, let's load up. See if you're right. Okay, so the ghost was indeed a djinn. And the reason... Okay, so let's go and go over real quick why it was a djinn. The first tell was that it never turned off the breaker. Djinns are not able to turn off the breaker. And in these videos, if the ghost ever turns off the breaker, I will let you know. So if I haven't said it turned off the breaker, just assume it has not turned off the breaker. But the main tell that this was a djinn is because of its ability. So when the breaker is on, the djinn, when it gets like a line of sight with you from kind of far away, it instantly speeds up. So there's a couple times where it saw me, where it got a little pep in its step. And then if you notice when it got kind of close to me, it went back down to normal speed. So yeah, I'll go and replay those videos for you right now so you can see what the djinn ability looks like. And I do apologize because this map, there's not a lot of like super long corridors to show its ability. And I butchered my last smudge stick, so we couldn't really let the ghost get super close for me to really show you its speed. But that is what a djinn looks like if you're ever testing for a djinn. I could have also turned off the breaker and shown how it didn't speed up when it saw me. I probably could have done that. Sorry, I didn't. But yeah, that is what a djinn looks like. Hopefully you got it right. If not, that's okay. Now you know. So let's go and hop into a game of Insanity. We'll spice it up, do something a little bit different, because it's not as tough, I guess, as Zero Sanity, Zero Evidence, but you still have to know pretty well all the ghost's abilities. So let's go ahead and hop into a game, and we'll do some Insanity. So I'm actually not going to go in my normal, typical loadout. I'm just going to go in with the flashlight so that we can see, and some evidence pieces. I still don't know my favorite evidence loadout. I like to go in there with things that... you know, that we can maybe get like a cheeky like EMF 5 or fingerprints. I will just blatantly tell you what evidence we get, and then we'll like check it off, so you know what ghosts we're working with or something. Yeah, and then we'll go for there. So keep in mind, we do start Insanity with 75% sanity. So we do have some sanity, so if the ghost happens to hunt early, keep that in mind. But I am going to do what I normally do. I'm going to try to get the breaker on. And then we're going to kind of walk around, see if the ghost ever throws something, touches something, you know, just does like some ghostly stuff, right? So I'm just going to ask it, can you give me a sign? And I am going to try to stand in the light so we can try to keep our sanity as high as possible, just so we can get that one piece of evidence. It does look like we have hiding in this bedroom if I need it. Although on Willow Street, I usually just kind of like to hide behind the kitchen island. It's like one of my favorite hiding spots. Okay. We're gonna go down to the basement because sometimes these ghosts are really active in the basement. I just never come down here and I miss it. Can you give us a sign? Give us a sign. Please. Okay, I'm gonna have to use its government name now. Carlos Walker. Give us a sign. Please be ghostly in my direction. Exist. Please. So I'm not sure. Oh, okay. So we do have that piece of evidence. We have fingerprints. Awesome. I wasn't sure because I got an EMF too, but I didn't actually hear it touch this door. So there's one other piece of evidence we're gonna look for just to make sure it's not a certain type of ghost. Because even on Sanity, there is one type of ghost that will have 2 pieces of evidence, but every other ghost will only have 1 piece of evidence. So let's check for that. And then otherwise, we'll start doing some other tests to see what kind of ghosts we're dealing with. Sorry, let me go and pop open the journal so you can see what kind of ghost it could be. That way you can look out for these behaviors whenever I start testing for it. Alright, so we're down here checking for orbs real quick. I'm not exactly sure which room it's in, so we will check the whole basement. Okay, it just threw a spray paint can, or where? Don't know where. Somewhere. It touched a spray paint can nearby. Yeah, so far I am not seeing any orbs. Maybe we'll double check in a little bit, but yeah, not seeing anything. So I'm just gonna leave this right here. And then we're gonna set up for some other tests. I will go ahead and grab a thermometer next just to pinpoint exactly which room it might be in. And in case you didn't know, there is a candle on Willow Street right here that you can use if you need to. Huzzah! So I'm just gonna use this thermometer real quick to try and pinpoint where down here the ghost is. So I actually don't think it's in this hallway. I think it's gonna be in one of these rooms. In case you didn't know, the ghost room is typically under 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, so you see how I just dropped down to, excuse me? Okay. It's very inconsistent. Yeah, but you see how the temperature is under 10 degrees. This is probably its room. I'm gonna check the other room just in case maybe it's somehow wandering between the 2 of them. But no, this room's also warm. So we're gonna set up for the ghost being in this room, meaning I'm gonna put all of my testes, that sounds wrong, the stuff I'm gonna use for tests in this room. So we'll put 1 crucifix there, and then maybe 1 crucifix right here in case it wanders out here. There's also a chance it could like wander into the other room, but let's hope that it just decides to hunt from this room. I'm actually gonna move it a little bit closer. In case you didn't know, you can also like pick up the crucifix and see the range. I actually could go out here a little bit with this. I'm just kind of lazy, and I usually mentally can kind of guesstimate what a 3-meter range around the crucifix looks like. Okay, so we have candles. Oh, okay. Well, there's a ghost event. Go ahead and turn that off. Our sanity actually should be getting decently low for the ghost to hunt soon, especially with that ghost event right there. Because in case you didn't know, when a ghost is a ghost event and it like touches you or you touch the ghost event, it drains some of your sanity. So keep that in mind in case you're trying to keep your sanity up. That does happen. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a smudge stick and then I think some salt and probably a paramic. Actually, I just realized for the ghosts we have, I don't need salt. So, any other things? No? Okay. Now, I'm not gonna go here and cross off all the ghosts that can't be already. Remember, this is your game. So some of you may be thinking, Maggie, there's ghosts you can already cross off. I'm not going to. This is your game, okay? I'm just the bot going through and doing all the motions, okay? Okay, so I'm going back down there with paramic and a smudge stick just in case it hunts. Actually, may go ahead and sit in the dark. That way we can drop our... Oh, okay, wait, it did use a crucifix, but this candle was blown out. Wait, do I even need to do... I don't even need to do a candle crucifix test. Okay. I do want to check this door, though. There is a certain ghost that does some fun stuff with its fingerprints, but we're going to try to just run up here. Okay. Go and loop it so you guys can get a visual of it. Or not get a visual of it, because it's not... Okay, well, we didn't even need to smudge it. I think I do know what ghost this is already. I'll go ahead and do a proper test so that y'all can see what it is. In the garage, maybe. Might be a good spot. By this truck. We'll stand right here. Again, here are the ghosts if you want to pay attention. The ghost is hunting. Okay, the ghost is done hunting. Hopefully that gave you the information that you needed. I'll go and do a couple other tests just in case you guys are on the fence about what it could be. I would like to get a smudge timer going just to rule out another ghost. We could also try to get another visual, but it may be obvious to some of you what it is. That's okay. I think, did I leave the paramedic down here? Yes, I did. Okay. We'll use the paramedic for a little bit too. Okay, there's our first paramedic response. Ghost is hunting. Let's go ahead and get it to come up here. And we'll get another visual and smudge it. I'm just gonna leave this on so it maybe is attracted to our paramedic. Here, Ghosty! Smudge it, run. Set a smudge timer. Okay, hunt is over. Alright. Hopefully that gave you the visual that you needed. Go back down here with the paramedic. Oh, wait, I have another smudge. Perfect. I came prepared this time. Okay, another paramedic response for you. Also, here are the crucifixes. It does look like they both fully got used. This was a while ago. This is before I even smudged the ghost that those fully got used. Okay, there's another paramedic response. Alright, there's another paramedic response. Okay. It is hunting again. Go and stop that timer. Hunt is over. Alright, so I think we'll go ahead and loop it one more time. Oh, okay. It did just turn off the breaker. I'm gonna turn it back on. We'll do one more loop, one more smudge test, one more smudge timer, and then you guys should have all the information you need to figure out the ghost type. You guys should be able to use the paramedic from upstairs. I'm going to grab it. I think it's actually already hunting again. Yes, it is. Okay. Hunt is over. Go and set a new smudge timer. And then we will go from there. Okay, there's another paramedic response. Okay, looks like it just turned off the breaker again. Alright, there's another paramedic response. Alright, looks like the ghost is hunting again. Turn that off. Okay, I do think the hunt is over. It is. Okay. So you should hopefully have all the information you need to figure out what ghost it is. And then I'll go and pop open the journal so you guys can see what options we have. And then we'll go from there. Alright, let's go load out and see if you're right. The ghost was indeed a myling. Let me go and pop open the journal so we can talk about why it was a myling. We knew we had fingerprints, right? Let's go and we can actually immediately cross off 3 ghosts. So I did check for orbs, which meant it was not a mimic. A mimic will have, on Insanity, it'll either have fingerprints or freezing or spirit box plus ghost orbs. So if you're playing on Insanity and get one of these 3 evidence, always check for ghost orbs because a mimic will also have ghost orbs. So because we didn't see orbs, we could immediately roll off mimic. Another ghost we could roll off was Hantu because Hantu has forced evidence of freezing, meaning it always has to have freezing. So if you have one piece of evidence and it's not freezing temperatures, like you're playing on Insanity or custom difficulty that only has 1 evidence, and it's not freezing, you can immediately cross off Hantu. Similarly with Goryo, a Goryo always has to have dots as evidence. And because we didn't have dots, we could also roll off Goryo. We got a visual of the ghost, so we knew it wasn't a phantom. Its blink was very normal. It wasn't throwing very much while it was hunting, so we were able to roll off Poltergeist. It turned off the breaker one time, so we rolled off Jinn. It never hunted under 90 seconds after I smudged it. But I honestly rolled off Demon because I knew it was a myling. But a demon probably would have hunted us under 90 seconds after we smudged it. We looped it, never saw its shapeshift. I also probably could have been checking all the fingerprints to see if it ever left a 6-fingered fingerprint, because that is an Obake special ability. Also, Obake has fingerprints as forced evidence. So if you have Obake as an option and you don't have fingerprints as evidence and you're playing on Insanity or even Nightmare, you can roll off Obake. So we know it was an Obake because we never saw it shapeshift. I could have been looking at fingerprints to see if there's a 6-fingered one. I'm sorry I didn't. So I'm going to get rid of that timer. I was able to roll off Banshee because I already knew it was a myling, but the Banshee's tell would have been either that it was following us around or if we ever got a Banshee scream on the paramedic, which we didn't. So the main reason we knew it was a myling though is because it was extremely quiet. Like there's a couple times I was sitting there and I didn't even realize it had hunted. But the main tell, the best way to test for a myling is to sit in a hiding spot and put down your flashlight. And if you only hear the footsteps right after your flashlight starts flickering, then it's a myling. Also, sometimes you'll hear a myling throw stuff or touch doors, but you don't hear its footsteps or its ghostly noises. That's also a pretty big tell of a myling. Or not get a visual of it because it's not. Another tell for a myling is that they're very talkative on the paramic, and this ghost didn't talk like a whole lot, but it did talk pretty frequently on the paramic, or give us a footstep on the paramic. So yeah, this ghost is a myling. Hopefully you got it right. If not, that's okay too. But yeah, I think that's all I got for you guys in this video. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you liked this variety of doing both Zero Sanity, Zero Evidence, and Insanity. I'd also be totally down to do some Nightmare games in case you guys want to get better at doing Nightmare games. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, drop it a like. All of this helps with the algorithm so much. If you love the video, drop me a sub. Otherwise, that's all I got for you. Good luck ghost hunting, and I will see you in the next one.